Welcome back, everyone. One Piece chapter 1000. Oh, the episode is in my head.
84.
1084 of One Piece, obviously. But I'm here with Sai. I should change your name to Sai.
Yeah. I changed my name to Sai, but the ad is still sinful. I forgot I could do that, so I was like, oh, you know what? Might as well get the Sai name back.
Yeah.
I just made a confusing situation even more confusing.
Today I have an exciting announcement for you. This video is proudly sponsored by Factor 75, the ultimate solution for convenient and nutritious meals. Let's talk about the top 3 reasons why Factor 75 is a game changer. First off, convenience. Factor takes away the stress and hassle of meal planning and prepping. With Factor, you can say goodbye to those hours spent in the kitchen and hello to more time doing what you love. Personally, as a busy pirate captain, I don't always have the time to cook elaborate meals. Factor saves me time and energy with their chef-prepared meals that come together in just minutes. It's like having a personal chef on board. Secondly, Factor helps you reach your fitness and wellness goals. We all know that nutrition plays a crucial role in our health and performance. With Factor, you can trust that every meal is crafted with ingredients of the highest quality and approved by dietitians. They offer options like keto, low-calorie, vegan, and vegetarian meals, so there's something for everyone. And speaking of options, that brings us to our third point, flexibility. Factor understands that every pirate's dietary needs and preferences are unique. With over 27 meal options each week and the ability to modify your food preferences, you can customize your meal plan to fit your lifestyle perfectly. Plus, you can easily add or reduce the number of meals depending on your needs. It's the flexibility we all crave. Now, here comes the best part. As a member of my crew, you can get a whopping 40% off your first order, plus an additional 20% off your next month by using my special code POG-B.D.A. May 40. Just click the link in the description to get started. Whether you're a busy pirate, a fitness enthusiast, or simply someone who wants delicious and nutritious meals delivered to your doorstep, Factor 75 has got you covered. Trust me, once you try their meals, you won't want to go back to takeout or unhealthy options. So set sail on your culinary journey with Factor 75. Don't forget to use my code POG-B.D.A. May 40 for 40% off your first order, plus 20% off your next month. They're like, yo, wait, so I thought this was okay. They're like, all right, whatever.
Pay it no mind.
They're like, as long as I get my spoilers, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's crazy when I DM'd you because I saw I saw a stream. I was like, yo, the chapter's out. Like,
who's this guy? I gotta call Sai. There's another spoiler guy here.
Like, what is going on? A live stream? They're live streaming spoilers? Like, they're evolving.
Gotta evolve.
Okay, nah, they're just the run. I was like, okay, cool. But no. How you been though, man?
I've been good, man. How are you?
Good.
Loving this chapter, right? I love that we got the full Eam reveal at the end too. That's crazy.
Yeah, we got him, and not only that, we got him or her.
Her person
in the color spread.
Have you seen the really bad drawings of? sorry to derail it. Have you seen the really bad drawings of Emu's potential design?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they're so. Great.
I love all of them.
They're so great.
I like the ones with like Emu with small eyes. I love the one where like the top of it is just like it's just a hat and the shoulder is actually the face. So the face is like Ivankov. I love all of them.
I love the one where it's just like a cylinder with eyeballs. They're so good.
I like keep them coming, bro. Keep them coming.
Keep doing it.
It's probably gonna be something like not even close to what people are thinking.
Nope.
But it's crazy, right? Because I didn't read a chapter right away when it came out. And I didn't get spoiled on anything, right? The only thing I got spoiled on, literally, was the color spread. Because more people were talking about the color spread than the chapter.
Yeah, the color spread is, it's controversial, might I say.
I don't know, bro, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't understand it because I wasn't reading, right? And because there were just people that post a panel randomly. So then when I finally read the chapter and I'm looking at the spread, I'm like, what the...
Yeah, I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's a cool picture. Moving on with my day,
beautiful.
right?
I'm like, I love it. Alti Bay. I like, because of
Yamato, Perona,
Yamato. Wait. Yamato.
Oh, God.
Yamato. Wait. Yamato, Vivi, Nami.
Time to never read One Piece again.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yamato with other women?
Blasphemous. Honestly, the first panel I saw of Yamato, even with Nami, like, I was disgusted. I actually threw up everything I had.
It's like, why is he not in a pool with Kiku and the boys? That's what we need. But nah, seriously, I didn't understand why it was controversial. And I was like, oh, okay.
I forgot it was a thing. It's been so long.
I forgot this was a thing. And so people are doubling back and saying, well, Yamato's with women now. What are you guys going to say now? And it's just like...
Dude,
I guess I don't know because it looks like I don't know. Just Oda wants to draw like a bunch of the.
He's just having a fun. Do you think Oda's like really sweating about this? Like, oh, like I want to draw full page of women, but Yamato though.
But
like,
Yamato, what
he looks at his closet and Yamato's like staring at him. He's like, what do I do?
Are you gonna wear me today?
The Western audiences are gonna kill me.
But I'm brave. I can do whatever I need to do. And just draws Yamato no matter what. I see people replacing Yamato with other characters saying Yamato doesn't deserve to be there.
Stop. No.
That's an oversight. It's going to be fixed in the Viz. You saw that?
No. Yeah, when the chapter comes out on the Viz, it's going to be somebody else. It's going to be Ivankov.
Yo, it's been so good seeing that. It's hilarious.
Ooh, good memes.
But I don't, this is like Oda just drawing like, well, I would say big-chested women, but we have
a kid here.
We have a kid and a kid-like character here as well.
Sugar is 22.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't do anything, but Sugar is 22.
Right. You know, but I think it's just like the more prominent women in the show. That's how I looked at it. Girls, women in the show. That's how I looked at it. You know, how you feel about their identification or whatever the hell. That's just, I think that's all Oda was going for. And Yamato, not including Yamato in this spread would be an oversight because of, look at that side boob. How can you leave that out?
And especially with how recent she was too, right?
Yeah. Come on. You got to include Yamato in this.
I'm surprised Lilith isn't here. I would kind of like some Vegapunk action. But then again, Vegapunk, you know, it's kind of an old dude, right? At the end of the day. It's another weird can of worms.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Lilith. I wouldn't mind some York action, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. York would take up the entire spread.
That'd be nice.
York is huge.
But, like, again, just us, our community, as great as it is sometimes, can be complete cesspool on the other hand.
Avoid Twitter at all costs.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Bro, I could not believe this is what people were talking about. I thought it was like just ulti love.
Yeah, I thought it was like Yamato finally joining the crew. I was like, wait, Yamato's trending. Did you see Yamato was actually trending too? Like above the chapter, Yamato was trending.
You see, that's just
wild.
Like Twitter.
She's not even in the chapter, idiotic. Bro.
Something that I wanted to ask you though, because you are the resident Perona, the Perona guy.
Yeah, I speak for the fan club. What's up?
Is this bust size? Is this canon? She looks a bit heavy.
The measurements aren't accurate to what we last saw.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like
last we saw her, she was more flat-chested, but now she's grown something. But then again, she left Mihawk's side, so maybe her diet changed a little bit. There's a lot of things with this.
A bit more unhealthy, so it's is going to her nether regions.
There's not a lot of, you know, canon implications to this yet. I'm still gonna have to see more panels as, you know, we move forward in Hachinosu. But as this stands, the fan club of me, myself, and I are going pretty crazy with this one.
Yeah.
This is trending on Twitter.
I saw it. I was like, yo, I gotta ask Sai about this because this is kind of crazy.
I'm glad that when you see Perona, you automatically think Sai. Like that's your first thought.
Crazy. What I want people to think of when they see Ulti, though, I want them to think of me because I'm the head of the Ulti fan club because she is fantastic.
She's not bad. I just can't get over a Colgate haircut though.
Oh, Colgate? That's what you think of?
Yeah, I see Colgate when I look at her hair color, right? The blue and the pink.
Ooh.
Like it's like my toothpaste. What do you think of?
Bae. That's what I think of, bro. I think of Bae, and I think of her like her voice actor in the anime is actually hilarious too.
It's pretty good.
And so like I just think of that and her just bullying page 1 and just her fight with Luffy as well. I just liked her.
She's a really good character. I wish she was still around. Like I wish we knew what happened to the Tobi Roppo after Wano because they just disappeared.
I think fan favorites like this. I think Ulti's gonna come back.
They're all gonna come back. I feel like they're all gonna come back. I just don't know when, right?
Yeah, and when it be relevant. But Ulti, especially based on like, I guess how she grew up with Kaido and all the different stuff. Maybe she makes an appearance and finds her own way. So we'll see. But I really like Ulti as a character. Well, I guess now we're past the Yamato controversy. Who looks the best on this spread?
You know, I'm not a Vivi fan. But
wait, that's a crazy statement.
I'm not a Vivi fan. I never liked her. Ever since Arabasta, I just didn't enjoy Vivi.
Whoa.
A little bit of a hot take.
Miss All Sunday?
Yeah. Miss All Sunday is different. I like Miss All Sunday. Vivi.
Vivi's the one.
Not my favorite. But I gotta admit, Vivi in this color spread might have the top spot. And I don't know what's really, making me make this decision, but I'd say Vivi's number 1, Yamato number 2.
I think Yamato at a different pose would be number 1 because she's kind of nerfing herself, right?
Yeah, it's a weird pose. She's like scrunched up. She has like that Death Note L position going on.
Yeah, it's she's kind of nerfing herself with that one. Even Boa, I don't mind Boa, but seeing Boa in a way that's not like her in all her proud glory.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
taking a back seat.
Yeah, it's like a weird like way to kind of not have her just take over the page. I think like I like Perona because of how different it is.
What about Zeus?
Wait, Zeus is on the page?
Yeah. No, Zeus is here. Did you not notice?
Oh,
Zeus is with Carrot at the top.
I did not.
Yeah, we snuck in a little agent, bro. He's the one who took the photo.
I just noticed Zeus.
Yeah,
and I just noticed Bonney too. I just see
Bonnie's kind of throwaway.
Yeah, Bonnie's a throw in. I would say probably Nami, Ulti, Perona, Vivi, Yamato, then everybody else.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think Nami is just, you know, she's been killing it for a while.
Manchuri here.
Manchuri is here?
Yeah, bottom right. Rebecca's holding her. She's so tiny you don't even notice her.
Yeah, I thought it was like an octopus. I didn't even see it. Okay.
An octopus? Whoa! hey, don't hop on Twitter. The one guy that's in the Manchuri fan club is gonna be attacking you. Watch out!
Don't dare talk about Manchuri like that.
You don't like short people, Brago.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, rip.
We'll take that one. But yeah, I like spreads like this. Because there's a lot of conversation and they're fun, you know. So
a lot of conversation.
Shout out to Ichiro, man. Shout out to Ichiro.
Yeah, hey, thank you, Oda. You're the GOAT.
All right, chapter 1000.
Oh wait, there's a chapter.
84. Yeah, there's a chapter after the spread. Unfortunately,
I didn't even read this yet.
Yeah. You might want to skim through it really quickly.
Yeah. Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's called the attempted murder of a celestial dragon, and but this chapter it started off where basically it's giving us the context of Sabo basically not fighting the admirals and everyone else fighting the admirals, and Sabo just fighting fodder and just making his way through the palace, and he runs into Julie Bonney, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
So sorry to like skip ahead with the Bonney part, but looking at the entire Bonney portion time and time again, it's like it's cool that Bonnie's here. Yeah. But this doesn't really add anything. Like Bonney didn't do anything while she was with Sabo. I
100% agree with you. Even in my review, it's not out yet, but in my review I said it seems like this meeting is specifically for something that's going to happen in the future. It's not for this, right? It's almost like some familiarity. Maybe they exchange, I don't want to say they exchange favorite cards, but it's like this meeting is not for this.
It's like a souffle with no salt. Like I was expecting more out of it.
Yeah, we're going to be like, Oda's going to use this moment to say, hey, remember when Sabo and Bonney met back then? This is what came out of that moment. Yeah. That's how I looked at it. Because it's like, I was like, okay, are you trying to start a ship? Is this a way, like, because I didn't understand this, okay? Because first off, Bonney and Sabo, they're running through this palace, right? And they're talking about all these different things, and Karasu's dropping off keys, and then people pop up. The guards pop up.
The strongest people.
Right? These guards that they're like, man, there's fewer guards, whatever. And then Sabo just picks up Bonney and holds. She's like, oh my God, big strong Sabo, I owe you one.
And
I'm like, okay, this is purely fan service.
It's 1000% fan service.
Considering Bonney was fast enough to get Zoro out of the way, turn into a child, do all these different things, and fake like a little sister in the midst of a gun being shot. So, and stop Zoro from attacking Sharlos, right? Bonney did all this. So, quick thinking and moving fast is not something that Bonney is foreign to. So, like, Sabo doing this and making Bonney seem like a damsel in distress is
kind of odd.
It's fan service. So, I'm not sure if this is a ship, but I'm like, huh? Bonney? Okay.
And the thing is like they're doing this because of 4 random guards. In the beginning of the chapter, Sabo
took out a bunch of guards
takes care of 4 guards by himself.
But for these guys, No, I have to save you, Bonnie.
Maybe it was his
I can't put you in
observation
harm's
hockey.
way.
He sensed that these guys were too powerful. He
These are
said,
different
we can
guys.
beat them, but not these. These are the holy knights.
Yeah, these are 4 of the holy knights. Right?
Yeah,
We can't handle
confirmed.
these guys. Bonnie, don't you dare! Right? I have to save you.
She knew. She said, I owe you one, right?
Yeah,
like,
she's
I couldn't take these guys.
Yeah, she left like her
saved me.
panties. Like, I owe you one. You know, but the entire time, like, even the conversation is just somewhat mundane. It's like, hey, you know, his Kuma had a daughter. I always knew.
Cool.
Right. I did hear about him having a daughter, and you know, and she talked about, yeah, I kept tabs in the Revolutionary Army. It's like, you know,
Yeah, I
I know
read the
you're a
newspaper.
trustworthy guy, like, you know, and it's basically just her saying, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, man. He's like, okay, I will.
I like how she
Egghead
just
is that
believes the
way.
newspapers too. She's like, oh wow, like you're really cool in the newspapers.
Right, you're a really
I
trustworthy
believe you.
guy. Like I keep
parasocial
tabs, man.
relationship.
Like, come on, man. I keep tabs. Like, you're a good dude. But then, like, he's telling her, like, hey, Egghead is in a new world, and we're going the opposite direction. So good luck on your voyage, you know. But then she's saying, her saying it's a little odd to see a revolutionary act so friendly. It's kind of like, okay, so did you read that he's a good guy?
Yeah, she did not read the newspaper. She lied. She lied.
She lied. She lied. She's like a radical revolutionary acting so friendly while like twirling her hair. I think she's in love, man.
I think she is too. I mean, I think Koala has competition, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if
don't
you
know,
go back to the
Bonnie.
color spread, right?
Yeah.
If you go back to the color spread,
go back
Koala's
to
there,
it.
but she's being distracted. But Bonnie is the one eating the big fish. Maybe that's symbolic. It could be symbolic.
didn't put
Bonnie
two
is
and
the
two
one who
together
caught
like
the
that.
fish.
But Koala's distracted as she normally is.
Yeah,
Because remember
yeah.
when Sabo even showed up to the Kamabaka Kingdom, she wasn't even the first person to greet him.
No.
Wow. Okay.
I think if I recall correctly, there's a panel of Bonnie like looking up at the sky. I think she knew she sensed it, right? Like the red
she
string
knew it
of
was
fate.
coming. She knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Oda knows how to tie things together, man.
Yeah,
But
good old
this
Oda.
entire meeting, it feels like much ado about nothing right now. But I can see it making a difference later, right?
Yeah, there's got to be more. There's got to be more.
Gotta be more. Maybe there are conversations that they left off on purpose. I don't know.
It's just strange that Bonnie's like, hey, Sabo, now that you're here, I guess I don't have to save my dad anymore. I'm gonna go to Egghead.
I'm just gonna go to Egghead. You're fine.
Yeah,
You
you're
guys
cool.
got it.
No big deal.
You're
Like,
a
she
good
didn't
guy.
even see her dad like get out of handcuffs or nothing. She said, peace.
It's like, all right, that's like, you know what it was? That's like Sabo leaving Dressrosa before Luffy was safe.
Yeah.
Hey, Luffy, I came to save you, but I'd get out of
Gambi is
here.
here. Don Jin Zhao's here. Did you hear he was a prime equal to Roger? Oh, you're in good hands, Luffy.
Hey, man, you better get out of here before things go crazy. All right, Karasu, let's go. Like,
Let's get out.
But you know, it's just one of those things.
It is what it is.
We get to the next part of the chapter, and it's basically King Cobra 1v5, right? And he basically gives us you know, for sometimes for a YouTuber, you got to start out the video with a bit of filler.
Yeah. Sometimes in the beginning of my videos, I don't say a single word. I like rub my
Right?
chin a little bit.
Just some filler, some
That's how it is.
dead space to
They
fill
love
up
the chin
time,
rubs.
right?
Gobbledygook.
We have Cobra telling the world government about how the world government was founded. So
He's giving them a history lesson, bro. That's wild.
He goes into, so listen, I'm reading this and I'm like, Cobra, like I
What are you
know
doing?
this.
What, yeah, no, I was reading this and I had to like scratch my head for a second because I had like deja vu. I was like, what is this dingus doing?
He said, as you are aware, he went down the entire thing. It's not even a TLDR, you know, it's just like,
Giving us
yo,
a TED talk, bro.
just the entire thing. And everybody's face there is just like, oh my.
Yeah,
God,
it's like starting a YouTube video about One Piece. Imagine starting this video and be like, hey guys, if you don't know, Monkey D. Luffy
Right.
wants to be king of the pirates.
Right. And Monkey D. Luffy, his biggest benefactor, Shanks. And of course, his
Goldie Roger got
grandfather.
executed.
Right, Roger got executed, and we can't forget his grandfather Garp does not want him to be a Marine. It's just like, wow.
Get to the point.
You know what the girls they look like? They look like one of those people that's like, yo, I should not have taken this meeting. Like, we knew we should not have taken this meeting.
Yeah, they're like, bro, I had better things to do, man.
Like, what?
Like-
But to be fair, what do they do all day?
Yeah, what do they do? Like, what entertainment can you have here? They don't have slaves, right? The Gorosei have not shown to have slaves yet. So
No slaves. I don't think they
do
have
you
any
think they have
slaves.
like a the new Zelda game, or what's up?
They might.
What are they doing?
Can you imagine wanting to play the new Zelda game and Cobra is telling you about yourself? And I'm like, I know these things. What are you're telling me things
He's
I
like
already
playing.
know.
He like looks over. He's like, all right, cool. I can go back.
And then so like he's telling about everything in regards to the empty throne. The only thing that like I think was a nice, somewhat of a refresher was when they talk about the weapons, because we don't talk about the weapons as frequently as like the number of weapons displaced. And so everything about the royal families, all the transitions and all that stuff, it was stuff that we've heard before. But then he goes into some new information. Finally, he talks about
after 2 pages.
Right,
he finally did it.
He finally goes into some new information and talks about we get a new character, Queen Lily of House Nefertari, and we know for the Nefertari, they were one of the immortalized 20 to become a celestial dragon, but they did not stay. They returned back to Alabasta. And so Cobra is basically saying, yo, I went through and I looked at my records, right? I looked at my ancient texts, and my ancestor Lily, she's not mentioned at all. And so I want to know what's going on and what happened 800 years ago.
Wild. Right? Absolutely wild.
And so the Gorosei, they're like, wait. So you're asking us, right, what happened 800 years ago? And mind you, the Void Century, that's called the Void Century for a reason.
They destroyed a whole country just because they asked this question and tried to research.
But
do you think they would, like, in what reality would they actually tell him, yeah, now that you mentioned it, 800 years ago,
you know
here's what happened?
Blondie, wasn't that when Lily, she forgot her socks, didn't she? She forgot her socks. That's what it was.
Yeah,
right?
It had to be something like
it's
that.
Like, yeah, like, what did you think they were going to say? And, you know, he's like, she wasn't mentioned once. And he, of course, surmises that she never made it on Alabaster, obviously. And
attacked by Sea Kings.
They mentioned the younger brother, right? And I'm assuming, well, people kind of tying the two in, saying that the daughters were named, I think they're saying flowers, and the dad named snakes or some stuff. I don't know. It's like a weird theory that's going around.
They got something going on there.
Weird thing going around. But
Anaconda's coming up.
Asking them, they're saying that Cobra's brother is Nefertari Boa, but we'll see.
Wait, whoa, Nefertari Boa. I've actually heard a lot of those, but it still shocks me to hear that.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Boa.
We'll see where it goes by the next chapter and how people tie it together. But the Gorosei basically said everything we would say. Like, if you ask me about something that happened 2 weeks ago, I'm like, bro, it's 2 weeks ago.
It's like me asking about your personal life. Like, hey, what's your bank account information?
Yeah, and how much money did you have in your bank account 3 months ago? Huh?
What did you eat for breakfast?
like what? I don't know. It's a very long time, right? But they said that she returned to her country. That was her decision. But they don't know about anything because it got lost to history. But we do know for the Gorosei, they look at not the Alabastans, but the Nefertari family as traitors. They specifically said that they're traitors because they did not ascend to marry Jawa. So it is not out of the realm of possibility, and more than likely that on the way back, they said, no, you're not going to disrespect us like this. And they kidnapped her. Like, they literally were, in this chapter, we'll get to it, literally trying to kidnap a member of a royal family in broad daylight. So imagine what they do to somebody that basically rejected being like them. Like, this is what York wants. York wants to be a celestial dragon. Doflamingo wants the world to burn because they wouldn't accept him. And here we have it. Nefertari Lily saying, no, I don't want to be like you guys. Oh, that's disrespectful. And so therefore, they probably attacked her, took her down, and who knows what became of her.
They hoodwinked her.
Here's the crazy part. When they said they don't know anything about it, I did not understand the correlation. Maybe we're not meant to understand it yet. But Cobra pivoted, right? And said,
he doubled down.
All right, in that case then, what is the meaning of D? I'm like, wait.
Bro, stop. This is when they woke up, right? Like, we mentioned before this, they were like, oh god, like he's giving us the spiel about the Void Century.
Right.
We already know all
now
this.
He's asking us about family. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh god. And then they woke up.
But
they
the
woke
pivot,
up,
bro. I don't know the correlation. I don't understand the correlation. I get it. The correlation is meant to be the letter that we don't know what's said. But it felt like such a random pivot at the time. I was like, wait. It seemed like this entire conversation is just to ask this question.
Yeah.
Because you know they weren't going to give you a legit answer.
That's
you know what I mean?
wild. Man.
It was one of those like, yo, it's serious and the lore is important, but it's hilarious because
Cobra's going in.
It's all a setup because it seems like he's resolved to die and he knows like he's not going to walk out of here. And then look at the Gorosei after he says that, right? Gandhi says, "Why do you ask?" Right?
Yeah, and then like the other bald dude, he has like exclamation marks above his head, like these guys are shocked.
And Sanji's dad, he's mad.
they're all mad. They're like,
he's
whoa,
mad.
whoa.
Right? They're like, okay, we see what's going on here. And then we kind of go away from it, right? And I'm sure he probably breaks down what's in the letter. Then we get to a part of the chapter that I understand why it's important, but I didn't care for as much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
where basically Charlos is doubling back.
You don't care about Shirahoshi?
Listen,
being kidnapped twice.
Listen, it's they said it. Didn't Vivi say this last chapter? Say Charlos is probably gonna try again. Yeah, he probably is.
He's trying in broad daylight, bro. He's not even hiding it. Look, he's dancing, bro. He's dancing. He's throwing his hands up. He's having a good old time.
Bro, he tried again. He said, no, we're doubling back, baby. We're doubling back.
He's the King Cobra of celestial dragons. He does not know when to quit.
I'm like, this is crazy. In broad daylight, while still having bandages, he's like, oh, no, I need this thing. I need this. I'm going to ride her to town every day. It'll be my favorite pet ever. And, the other nobles, I mean, they're going to
I love that they're using Kuma to kidnap Shirahoshi.
Right. Like, Kuma's just doing his bidding at this point. Like, just
he's like, yes, master, I got you.
And here's the thing that was like, yo, okay. What was going on? When was it Fukaboshi and Stupid Boshi? Yo, after my sister got kidnapped.
Boshi. Wait, what's with the disrespect?
That's not the name. Okay, my bad. But after my sister got kidnapped the first time, right? He says, "Oh my God, I just looked away for a moment." What? Why is she out of your sight at all?
I'd handcuff her to me at that point, right?
Like, because at this point, one of us is behind her, one of us is in front of her. There's no way this big woman should ever be out of your sight, especially after being kidnapped. Honestly, you probably should have went home.
You probably should have left. Bro. She has like full rope around her. Like that probably took like at least like 5 minutes to
This
time.
is not a moment. There's no way this was a moment. Unless Kuma uses devil fruit to do this.
Unless Kuma's like teleporting himself, like, teleporting the rope on her. Like there's no way.
No
this took
way.
Time.
Like he was definitely looking for a wife there. I don't think
Fukaboshi was in the bathroom, bro. I don't know.
Like what? They both went at the same time. Like, Shiro, you gonna be okay by yourself? Like, yeah, okay. We're just gonna go away for a moment. I was like, what is going on? I was like, okay. So now we move forward, and of course they're, saying that they're not gonna let it slide, right? They're gonna take up for their sister this time, and it gets into like a whole.
It's another filler portion.
It feels like filler. Like I like Mosgard, but it feels like okay, we've seen this part again. Mosgard defending them, and as much as I like seeing Charlos get hit, like it never gets old. We have to at this point talk about how strong Charlos is because,
dude, crazy.
What?
Endurance level times 100. Like, I'm almost convinced that this guy has endurance the same level as Kaido if he trained.
Listen, bro.
Wild.
He's like Frieza. He just never trained, okay? If he trained...
limitless.
If he trained, oh my... He's like Helmeppo, bro.
Well, when you really think about it, he has the blood of one of the 20, right? Like, if he trained, maybe... In a weird reality, Charlos would hit Gear 5th potential.
I don't see why not, because he took a full force unblocked attack from Luffy pre-time skip, right? He took another attack from Mosgard, right? Bounced back from that. First of all, he's a conqueror because he came right back after that. No fear. Then he took a combined attack from the Drill Dragon himself, Donsai, and Leo Hammernail guy, both at the same time, and I guarantee you, he is not dead.
Bro, you see lightning, like, the same lightning when, like, Luffy and Kaido are fighting? You see the lightning coming out of Charlos's head, bro.
And Charlos will be fine. We need to start giving this man his credit for being able to take absolute damage. He's a unit. He's an absolute unit. And for me, like all the kidnapping aside, he has my respect.
That's a wild. All the kidnapping and slavery aside, Charlos, pretty good dude.
Just all the kidnapping and slavery stuff aside, he has my respect.
Dude, the panel on the top left, I actually made a comparison, but Charlos being squashed like a accordion, he looks just like Luffy after he gets hit by Kaido in Gear 5. Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
There's something here.
There's something there.
I'm not a theorist, but
and then they said they murdered the Celestial Dragon. Admiral's gonna show up for sure. I was like, yo, the Admiral's a bit occupied, my man. Like, they're
even if they show up, what are they gonna do? Like, Most Guard is protecting these dudes, right?
Yeah, Most Guard, exactly. Like, what's gonna happen here? It's crazy because in the midst of it, just like this big giant just comes and grabs Kuma like a little boy. And knowing how big Kuma is, I'm like, yo, how big is Morley, bro?
It's like a kid hugging his dad. Like, it's literally a kid hugging his dad's foot or something. Like, this is what it reminded me of.
And like, Kuma is huge. And Morley's just grabbing him, but we know Morley's like a giant. So
dwarfing him.
He said, stop picking on Kuma-Jen, right? And just like,
they're not even picking on him, bro. They're not even picking on him.
He's the one that's picking on everybody else because he's being controlled. Like, what?
Like a soccer mom coming out of nowhere. Stop attacking my son. And the son's like bullying everybody else. Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Good meme. What's
up? Do
you
think with context here, does it change anything with the Admirals not being able to stop them? Because like now it's like Sabo didn't even fight.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, Sabo didn't even fight. They're like Morley and Karasu's like here just having conversation about keys.
You know,
where's Fujitora and Green Bull? Like,
I cope for the boys. I'm gonna say that they're helping the Celestials get out of rubble. All right.
Remember the Celestials? They were running towards them. Like, you better not let me get hurt. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Celestials are hugging at their feet, just like how Morley's hugging Kuma.
Yeah,
the Celestial Dragons are hugging at Green Bull and
demanding to be protected.
Yeah, protect us. These maniacs are going wild.
Yeah,
and Karasu, we only have his crow, so maybe Karasu, the actual body, is still fighting
somewhere else. Yeah,
yeah,
and something else as well. Like,
cope.
I know how like it is. It feels like massive cope, but it's like, is this what happens?
I'm all about it.
It feels like Oda's trying to tell us that they couldn't do anything because people are around, et cetera, et cetera. We know for a fact Fujitora is one of the characters in One Piece that has one of the most insane control, pinpoint control in the story. Like, he was able to pick up all of the rubble in Dressrosa and float it. So Fujitora, from what we know, has pinpoint
and he has a sword,
accuracy,
bro. He has a sword.
Right? So, again, I think Oda is not taking this as serious as us, the fandom, and Admiral and Yonko conversations are taking it. Because he's just like, bro, this is what happened. Like, they got away. I don't know. They just got away, bro.
Do you think the Japanese fan base cares about the Admiral versus Yonko agenda as much as the Westerners do?
Well,
I know they care about Shanks versus Mihawk, because that was trending over there. But as far as Admirals go, do you think there's anybody in Japan who's like, woo, Akainu? I mean, then again, all those guys are based off of actual Japanese actors, right?
And Akainu
hometown heroes
is like the most handsome man.
Yeah, Oda said that. It was was it an SBS or an interview? Oda said that Akainu is the most handsome man in One Piece.
Right. So so at this point, it is like it's a situation where these people are more connected to him. Like for instance, like if One Piece is made in the West, right, and then they had an Admiral based off LeBron, right, and one based off Michael Jordan, right. They're one. I love that. Right, and then all of it, like, you're gonna be a bit more attached. You know what I mean? Or like we can go actors.
Yeah,
we can go Leo and Denzel and Julia Roberts.
It's like, would I rather kill? Oh God, this sounds horrible out of context. Would I rather kill foreigners or made up characters, or would I rather kill my hometown heroes? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Kill foreigners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm sure that, one day in probably not even gonna happen. I learn Japanese and I go to Japan and just like interview different people about like Admiral versus Yonko and see what people say.
People off the street.
Yeah. There's people off the street and ask them about it. That's all I want to do. But no, I think this entire thing is going to be overblown. Is people are going to say cope? People are going to say, all right, that makes sense. People say, oh, that's trash. But that's just we're always going to take things more seriously than Oda will, because it's like, I'm writing a story, I care about it, and I care about it enough to mention it, but it's not the end all be all in regards
like,
to like
he put Yamato on
the
the color spread, bro.
Right, Yamato.
Like, this man is insane.
Like, he is going against all bounds of logic here. So guys, he's a madman.
Yeah,
he's unhinged, right? So we had that entire part. Sai and Leo, they're criminals now. Then we go on, and I think Imu got tired of the BS, right? He or she got tired of Cobra pressing them about this letter. Because Imu just, like, it's almost as if Cobra's talking. Imu's just like, and just walks up the stairs.
Cracking his knuckles.
Right? And to hear the Gorosei probably say, great Imu, he's like, wait, who is this? And also, Imu says, Lily.
And that's it. That's it. That's all they say.
Right, and then sits down on the throne.
I gotta know, man. Were you disappointed in this? Were you disappointed that we didn't see at least a snippet? I was hoping for some toes or a foot, a leg, something, bro. Like, anything to go off of.
Okay, I have to apologize.
Let me know.
I was hoping for some cleavage. I was hoping for at least some cleavage of Imu.
Oh, it would go so good with the color spread.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And then imagine at the very bottom of the chapter, there's another color spread, but they put Emu in there.
But Emu's in there?
Yeah, Emu's in the color spread.
It would just be perfect way to tie things together. That's what I was hoping for. Like, just nice cleavage, but we didn't get that. We just got Emu, still shrouded in mystery. You don't know where the face starts in regards to the head. You don't know if those are eyes or could be titty holes. I don't know. But at this point, I think everyone's.
Would you say it could be titty holes? could be some actual nipples that we're looking at. Not even eyes.
No.
Nice.
No.
I love that theory. I'm gonna run with that one.
Right. That's just nipples, right? But it's like an illusion. You see, because that right there where the eyes are, that's just the shoulder, man. That's just the shoulder. And then you all the way up is like a really long neck, and the face is really narrow as well. But Im doesn't have to see because it's Im, right? So Im has insane observation hockey.
Are you sure?
The only thing Im needs to breathe is through those two holes.
Bro, I don't know, man. Im did not activate observation hockey earlier in the chapter. The dude had to use a Denden Mushi to see what's going on in the room.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, but maybe she didn't want to, you know? It was just bored.
Fair.
Just bored.
Yeah.
Just want to make it a challenge. They've been doing this for 800 years.
Luffy doesn't always have his future sight on, right?
Exactly. It's something you have to turn on. So, you know. At this point, a lot of people are implying or making a correlation that Im is Lily, and saying that basically Lily got kidnapped and Lily went on to be the strongest person in the world. I don't know. How do you feel about the ending? What do you think Oda's trying to tell us here?
Two things with this. First, I don't think Imu is Lily, whatever you want to call her. Him, her, thing, person. Mainly because of how the Gorosei refer to the Nefertaris. They called the Nefertaris traitors. So if they call the Nefertaris a traitor, then they're calling Im, who's like the progenitor of the Nefertaris, a traitor as well. So it kind of like contradicts.
Has washed herself from that, and so therefore she's not viewed as a Nefertari anymore. But I don't think Im is Lily. I think that, like, we just see this all the time, right? Oda tries to imply something is the obvious thing, right? I remember in Egghead, I forgot who it was that we all assumed based on that it was like the obvious traitor.
I think it was like, either Lilith or Shaka. People were like, it's either Shaka or Lilith. It's gotta be them. It's
gotta be them. It's so clear. It's gotta be them. You know, and it's just like Oda's making it obvious on purpose because it's not as obvious. And I've said that before. I said it the last time I said that was probably Wano. When Kurosaki.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Yamato again. I was like, please, it's too soon.
No. No, Kurosaki. When I was like, there's no way Kurosaki's Hiyori because it's too obvious.
It's 1-to-1, not even a silhouette.
It was.
Stop. Okay, that one's kind of wild. No
I'm not challenge at all. But then Oda did a great job. He cheated with Kiyoshiro. That's cheating.
Yeah, Kiyoshiro is cheating. It's like saying, man, the guy went into the room, he changed appearances, he walked out.
What?
That's it.
Like he morphed, he mutated into a different man because
overnight, bro.
Like what? So that's cheating.
Wild.
I think the best one is probably Kamazo. Kamazo was pretty good.
Kamazo was a good mystery though, because Kamazo is just like Manslayer, and then Manslayer killer. He's a killer, serial killer.
Right.
It worked out. It was a good mystery.
Massacre Soldier. That's like I think that's his epithet. So that was great. I really enjoyed the killer one. Hiyori is bad. Kyosho was cheating. Killer was great. That was great. But I think in this instance, Oda's just trying to mislead us. And I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna get into spoiler territory. When I say spoiler for the rest of the world, but they know Cobra's gonna die, so they don't care, right? The fact that Im walked in is telling us that, yeah, he's dead. Like, it doesn't matter. So Im is gonna say things here that we're not like no one else is supposed to hear. But guess who's lurking, man?
Sabo. He's here somewhere, bro.
Sabo's here somewhere. So
it's his flashback.
Sabo is here somewhere listening to some things, and so they're about to say, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
They know that there's some crazy stuff going on right now outside. Right?
They don't care, man. They're like, hey, Sabo's here? The Revs
are here?
Shiroshi?
No matter. By the way, 800 years ago.
Yeah. That's kind of wicked. Like, I really hope the Holy Knights show up.
But here's the crazy part. I don't think this room has any doors, man. It's like
Stop. No, it has doors. No, this room?
It's just a big, walk in.
No. I don't believe it. No, that's cap. This room has to have doors, right?
It's just a big hallway, no door, and it's just talking freely.
No. Like, last chapter, this had doors, right? Unless, like, it's an open area after that. No, they're not that crazy. Ain't no way.
Yo, it's just an open walkway. They're just talking in the midst of it.
Imagine somebody's looking for the bathroom.
Right, but they die, right? Because if you like,
it's the phantom room.
Imagine you're looking for the bathroom and you just walk past him, like, oh hey man,
hey, what's up? Weird head, bro. What's up?
I'm trying to find a bathroom. Do you live around here? It's like, and him just starts talking about cleansing. You're just like, all right,
we gotta cleanse. He whips out like a paintbrush. He writes an X on the map.
It's like, game over. You know what I mean? But I think overall, I think this gives us an opportunity to revisit the lore, but it's just more speculation than somewhat headcanon because it's still not enough pieces to put it together. Someone did point out something I thought was really cool about Crocodile. Let me know if you think this is
in this chapter.
Basically, not in this chapter, but they say on Crocodile's first introduction, he was shown with a flower. You know the name of the type of flower it was?
What kind of flower? I'm assuming lily, right?
It was a lily, man. It was a lily.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So I don't know if Crocodile knows some of this history or da-da-da.
Maybe that's the only flower that grows in Arabasta.
Maybe. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I think that's a great thing about the community sometimes. Like, people are so freaking...
the most random things out there.
And they find these things. I'm just like, you guys are obsessed.
Do you remember at minute 122 of episode 57? Zoro actually eats with his left hand, implying that he knows left-hand style. It's like, whoa. Like, let me go check that.
Okay, we're at a crazy place here. You know what I mean? But overall, chapter was pretty good. It's just, it feels like Otis, like with the Mosgard stuff and Charlo stuff is like, the Bonney and Sabo stuff is like,
It kind of felt like a filler.
Yeah.
It very
feels
much
like he wanted to
like
end the chapter at just him sit on the throne, which implies, I think, next chapter is going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
I think next chapter is going to be
Do you
bonkers.
think we're going to see the Emu reveal?
We're not going to see
flashback?
Emu. No. But we're going to get some
flashback?
Maybe a part of it. Maybe
like Exodia. Somebody said it might be like Exodia, where you see like the right leg, the left leg. Like we unlock them.
We're definitely not gonna see him yet. No.
Yeah.
No shot. No shot. Oda's King of Silhouette? We
The
did not
King of
see.
Silhouettes.
You know when we saw Odin, bro?
Oh, that was cursed. Yeah.
We were like,
That was
what?
cursed. But the Odin silhouette evolved as time went on. But for Emu, Oda has quintupled down.
Yeah.
He showed this silhouette, I think 4 times.
Yeah.
So he knows this design. Like there's no doubt in his mind what this character looks like. And no matter how you spin it, it's either a beautiful lady or it's cursed.
I hope it's cursed.
I hope it's cursed. But then, like, would you want the final villain of the series to look cursed though?
I was
like,
thinking,
imagine it is a cylinder, right? A cylinder, eyes, nose. Like, would you call it a day?
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Yeah.
But if it is a beautiful lady, that would be like a nice twist, right? Because normally you're like just used to like just these old guys that you're fighting against at the end. But it reminds me, is it a Kami ga Kill? Yeah, Kami ga Kill. You seen that?
Yeah.
The final, because the S-Death was the final person, right?
I have a Kami ga Kill tattoo.
Yeah, S-Death. So that was nice. I like S-Death a lot. So
S-Death is dope. Wait. Here's a question for you too. So we talked about how the Nefertaris are traitors.
Yeah.
And we kind of spoke about how ludicrous it is that they didn't go there. Would you, if you were offered that position, if you were Lily, whatever the name is, would you be a Celestial?
Yeah,
I feel like there's not a lot of reasons to turn it down. And that was like before like the slavery and before they were all bad, right? Like that was 900 years ago, right?
So, this goes back to my theory about it. I talked to you about it before where I don't think the goal was to rule, right?
Like they were all good people.
I think they had good motives because I think the ancient kingdom back then were up to some tomfoolery, right? They were up to no good, and they were trying to recreate the sun. They were going to do things that could destroy the world. So then these kingdoms came together and say, hey, we're just going to stop them, take them down, and we're just going to go our separate ways and just let the world be what it is. But what happened was the other 19 was like, okay, but what if we create our own thing?
But we can be the ancient kingdom now.
We can be the new power. And Nefertari were like, wait, that's not what we signed up for.
That's some cattywampus.
Exactly, right? And so at that point, they were like, that's not what we signed up for. You're just becoming them, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
And so that's not something we want to be a part of. And then that's when they declined the invitation. So it technically was before all the bad stuff, but I don't know if that was initially the plan because they joined them, it seemed like, to take down the ancient kingdom. But after that, they did not want to ascend to be a celestial.
They knew that they would just repeat a cycle.
Exactly. So
it's a bunch of hullabaloo.
It could be a situation, these are just like really noble people, or it could be a situation where they had someone like Madame Shirley or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's quite the kerfuffle.
Yeah. But the Nefertari, throughout has always been that outlier in regards to the Celestials or the nobles that are pretty good people.
I 100% agree. I think when we get to Void Century flashback, it will humanize, definitely not like St. Charles, but it'll humanize celestial dragons as a whole more. Like I do believe that they had good intentions in the beginning. And then after, 900 years of inbreeding or whatever process they go through,
they created whatever it is Charlos is.
Yeah, kind of good. Yeah, the world's strongest human, yeah.
The world's strongest. I mean, that might be a feat. But
it's a serious feat.
I think Vegapunk made me feel very apprehensive about the celestial, the ancient kingdom, because imagine an entire kingdom of people like Vegapunk, super ambitious, crazy smart, can create anything, and they're just striving to make the best technology possible, and they're more advanced than where we are now.
And they have giant robots,
giant freaking army robots that can destroy so many, and they have ancient weapons, by the way.
Yeah, as somebody with an IQ of I think maybe 27, I wouldn't like that. I would start like banging on some sticks and be like, "Stop them!" Man. Get them out of here.
Because if you can create ancient weapons, things that can destroy islands, destroy continent, I'm like, okay, when do we stop
Yeah, like
when do we slow it down?
they're getting too crazy.
Getting
and even
a
if
bit
they
too
have good
crazy.
intentions, like let's say the Ancient Kingdom is, the God sent, they're super nice.
Yeah.
But even then,
everyone is never super nice.
yeah, the minute
They're always
they
outliers.
become your enemy,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like we're
over.
losing this war.
It's
We're
over,
losing it.
bro. It's over.
They got all the nukes.
It's almost like I guess it would make sense if they were like the leaf, or I guess the Naruto verse, where like one person gets like a 9-tail, one person gets
They got to
the
spread it
8-tail.
out.
Yeah,
But
spread
the
out the
Nine Tails
powers.
is like the strongest.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then
rip.
you give them the problems of the Uchiha, so it's kind of like they have the strongest, but then they still have like a bunch of infighting and civil war and shit like that. That's how you balance it out, But no,
Predetermined civil war. I love that idea. We're gonna give you guys the Nine Tails, but at the same time, we're also gonna give you a really bad clan. So it kind of equals out.
We're gonna give you a very bad emotional clan.
Yeah.
See how you handle that.
They might be up to some lollygagging.
Yeah, so we'll see how you come out on the other side of that. You know what I mean? Overall, again, great chapter.
Good chapter.
Any last words?
My last word is that if you might have noticed, I've been using words from the 80s for no particular reason. Before this collab with Brago, I looked up random words like stumblebum, doozy, hoodwinked, doohickey, dingus, cattywampus. So if you picked all of those out, kudos to you.
And you have won our prize for today.
Yeah. The prize is the reveal of Emu. Believe it or not, he is a cylinder.
And we're going to put a very random Emu fan art right here. And that's
whoever edits this video, even if it's you, Brago, you need to put something here. Like, put the most cursed image you could find. Actually, make your own image. Like, get a traffic cone, put it on the throne, and put eyes on it and call it a day.
All right, I got you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks, Sai, for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And for all his interesting jargon from the 80s. Can you just say one more for us before we go?
Bumfuzzled. I don't think I used that one.
Bumfuzzled. Yeah. So guys, I hope you aren't bumfuzzled because this is ending. I'm assuming that I've used that in the correct context. But if you are bumfuzzled, we've done previous iterations of this. So go make sure you like this. Go check out Sai's channel as well. That'll be in the title and the description. Do all that stuff. You let us know if you like it. Then we do more. You know the cycle and how it works. Again, appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sai.
Thank you.
Subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Yep.